Welcome coaches to the web tutorial on rebounding. Rebounding is something that should be stressed heavily during practice. Now there are hundreds of rebounding drills out there, but the one I'm going to show you is one that really teaches the players proper form and gets the whole team excited and pumped. But before we get into the drill, let's first go over some of the rules for boxing out. The rules for boxing out are as follows. When the shot is up, always find a man before going towards the ball. This is very important. I would say that the biggest mistake players make is that their first move when the ball is shot is to go towards the hoop and towards the ball rather than towards their man. You must ingrain in your players that their first move should be away from the basket and towards their man before jumping up to get the ball. The second rule is to stay low and wide. Your players should keep their butt down and arms out. It's very important to have active arms preventing the player from getting around you. And the third rule is that you must maintain contact at all times. Make sure to exaggerate this during practice. Whenever you're doing any kind of boxing out drill, have the drill stop once the ball hits the ground. Don't let your players jump up to get the rebound. Have them maintain contact until the ball hits the floor to help emphasize this point. Alright, now let's look at this rebounding drill called Gladiator. This is a fun, intense, and exciting drill. Start by using either the free throw circle or the half court line, whatever you want, and divide your team into two. You can do first string versus second string or whatever. Just make sure that the teams are balanced in terms of positions. Don't have all guards on one team and all bigs on the other. Balance it out. So the drill starts with the coach calling out a number. In this case, the coach called out 1. So both blue and red come to the center of the circle and line up back to back and get ready to face off. Once the coach blows the whistle, the two players try to push the other player out of the circle without committing an obvious foul. The players can use their hands and they can be very aggressive, but as the coach, you need to make sure that they don't start wrestling. So as you can see, in this case, blue 1 pushes red 1 out of the circle. So the blue team would get 1 point. Play up to 5 or 7 and have the losers run or do push-ups. Again, this is a fun drill that will help teach your players the fundamentals of boxing out. And remember, teach your players to stay low and wide, maintain contact at all times, fight for position, and not to commit an obvious foul by being too aggressive. You'll be amazed at how a simple drill like this improves your team's rebounding. A second drill that you can add to teach your players how to jump up and grab the ball is to have each player play tip with themselves on the backboard. So they would throw the ball up on the backboard, jump up to grab it, and throw it back against the backboard before they land. And repeat this process for about a minute. The key with this drill is to never land with the ball. You can also try two-hand and one-hand variations of this drill. And that wraps up this short tutorial on rebounding. It's short, but it's to the point. Introduce these drills in practice, and your team will grab more boards.